on, motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Yeah. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Release the brainstorm to make your motherfucking brain warm. A strange form, something kind of lyrical. Biggie the bastard, so that's kind of spiritual. Well, in God we trust, guns are bust, got that disgusting suicide thumping. And do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that I bring?
Welcome to, what are we calling this? Deltcast? What are we going to call this?
You could do like Big Delt Podcast.
Big Delt Podcast. My name is Andrew Konjevich.
And I'm Gabe Hehr.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first podcast that we're doing, and we're going to see how it goes.
Yeah.
We're doing it for the brotherhood.
Oh, yeah. A lot of this is going to be inside Delt stuff. It's not too secret, of course, because you can't really disclose any of that information.
Yeah, we can't give out too much, or they'll kill us. It's like very secret.
It's like the Delta Ta Delta version of Joe Rogan.
Basically, yeah. We're the Marietta campus version of Joe Rogan.
Yes.
But there's two of us.
Yes.
Yeah, and neither of us are bald.
Yeah, no, we're getting there though.
We're getting there, yeah. Some of us are bald.
We're as swole as Joe Rogan, but
that's maybe not.
Well, speaking of Joe Rogan, we had some fights last night.
We did, yeah.
From what I could remember about him.
You were passed out for half the night there.
Yeah, I was going strong, and then they kept putting out those fights.
You were doing good, and then you just started speaking like a completely different language, and you just passed out on the floor. You were out.
Yeah, I saw that I sent you something about getting with the bros and stuff.
Yeah, I was out for a little bit. I was kind of simping, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
The other Gabe looks like he was pretty horny though.
Gabe, yeah, Davin was down bad last night, man.
That one fighter though, in the Brazilian one.
Oh, Amanda Rivas.
Oh, dude, he was bad.
He every time there was a female fighter, he was just like, bro, I want her to whip my ass right now.
That's all about the wrestling. That's wrestling for you right there.
That is wrestling for you. Davin was a pretty good wrestler back in the day.
Yeah, I've heard stories.
Yeah.
Those Indiana Huskers, man, they're built different.
They are built different. You got Kermit there. Kermit's got some fight analysis.
Yeah. I think Connor losing was pretty bullshit.
That was crazy. That was insane.
I didn't expect a freaking 2-round knockout.
Yeah, I wanted Dustin to win, but I just had a bad feeling because Connor's a good fighter, and how their last fight went and just how Dustin fights, I thought Connor was gonna get him with a counter knockout, but it didn't go like that. So
from what I observed last night and throughout the week watching their interviews and stuff. You can definitely tell that McGregor's starting to has changed. Not in a bad way. I mean, it's cool to see him respectful, but it seemed like I got the vibe that, or a weird feeling earlier in the week, the way that he was sounding. He was taking this the Mike Tyson Roy Jones fight where it was all charity work and stuff. So
yeah, I was
thinking, well, maybe his demeanor is a little different now. And then granted, he hasn't fought in a year and a half. He's fought twice in 2.5 years now.
Yeah, he hasn't been super active. He wanted to get a bunch of fights last year after he beat Cowboy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dustin was messing up with those leg kicks, and that just kind of threw a lot of Connor's timing off.
Yeah.
And Dustin was able to turn around on him and just start landing some good combos, and he just caught him with a good shot and put him down.
Yeah. Well, I thought Dustin kind of got back from that first fight as well, because McGregor, I was watching the first fight earlier this week, and the way that McGregor hit Poirier that first time is kind of he just nicked Poirier, but it got him in a position to where once Poirier fell, the hammer punches start coming in. Poirier was he was done.
Yeah, you sometimes get clipped with some good shots. It's always the shots that don't look like they do a lot of damage. They just graze you, but sometimes you just get hit just right and it knocks your equilibrium off. And
yeah,
Conor put Dustin away really fast in their first fight.
Yeah,
so Dustin really wanted to get that fight back. And
you can tell Dustin's on a freaking mission, especially since the fight against Hooker in the 4th of July, especially after coming off that surgery. I don't think people were expecting it to be that good of a fight, and then once Poirier won that and was able to pull that off, I was like, oh wow, he's about to do some things.
Poirier's become a real good fighter right now. I mean, dude was insane before. I mean, he was the former interim lightweight champ. Dude, and lightweight division is such a good division. It's so stacked. It's the best division in MMA.
Definitely.
But
I think Poirier. Well, McGregor still has like 4 or something fights left. I'm sure he'll probably get more fights on his contract. Because did you see that Jake Paul finally wants to fight McGregor now, especially after last night? I saw,
loss.
Jake Paul's doing anything for clout at this point. He was like, Conor, I want to fight you. It was like, I was like, dude, I know McGregor got knocked out in the second round, but other than that little that span of 15 seconds of Poirier just going ballistic and actually swinging hard, and then knocking McGregor out. I thought it was about to be shaping up to be a whole 5-round, 5-minute match.
Yeah, McGregor was looking really good in the first round, and as much crap people give McGregor about his conditioning, he's actually not that bad. He's only had just two fights where he's gotten gassed. One was against Floyd.
Oh yeah.
He fought for 30 minutes just on the offense. So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
And he just had really bad conditioning against Nate Diaz. But that fight was good. You know what's crazy? Conor is if you count the Mayweather fight, Conor is 3-4 in his last 7 fights.
Yeah.
He's on a losing he's got a losing record right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, granted, so like you said, he's not very in shape. He's been trying to focus on his proper 12 as well.
Especially for that Habib
if
fight.
you look at the span of fights that he fought from the last time he fought Poirier and Holloway, dude was fighting, it seemed like every other month.
Yeah.
And he, he had that, he was getting that in match experience and stuff, which totally makes a difference. And Poirier's kind of on that kick that McGregor is now, I think. And so, but I tell you, 7 fights in 6-7 years, basically.
Yeah. Conor's also been doing this whole thing about going back and forth between retirement, and that's been ridiculous. He just keeps bouncing. He got the last time I retired, I had a bunch of people text me. I was like, "Dude, Conor retired again. He's not gonna fight." I'm like, "No, this is just he does this every single time. He's gonna come back. He doesn't just leave." He's like Brett Favre. True, except maybe not returning as bad as Brett Favre did each time. I think this fight, the way he got knocked out, I hope it makes him, a little more, motivated to actually We need motivated McGregor back. Yes, we need the motivated crackhead McGregor back, where he's talking all that crap. Snorting coke. I mean, I'll give him this one. I mean, the fact that both of them were doing it for Conor's charity and stuff was pretty cool. So I respect that. But yeah, Dustin does a lot of charity work. He has he does a bunch of things for a bunch of disenfranchised youth in Louisiana, and then some cancer stuff. Yeah. He does a lot. Dustin's a really cool dude. Yeah, I love Poirier. I think McGregor's turn him around too. So I mean, regardless of how his fights go out, the fact that you're seeing him not throwing stuff at a bus or beating up old people or whatever. It's good to see him kind of cooling off, because I used to be a big Conor fan, even with all his antics. But once he started kind of doing that stuff, I was like, this is too much. Yeah. You're just a bad. You're going the John Jones route. Yeah. Sort of. Well, I give, I know I was talking a lot of shit about Max Holloway last night. Granted, I was under the influence a little bit, maybe. Were under the influence a lot. But I mean, let's be honest. Max has done a whole bunch of stuff for, was it Hawaii? Yeah, he represents Hawaii very well. He does. Especially during the pandemic and stuff, he was going freaking crazy with charity work and helping out Hawaiian people. Yeah. I can't remember. He was starting some movement. I can't remember. I don't even know. I saw it on his Instagram a long time this past summer. I forget, but it was pretty cool. Yeah, it's always good to see fighters kind of giving back and working with good charities, and because a lot of them make pretty good money, but some of them, it's kind of crazy to see the big difference between the top fighters and the guys who are a little bit lower. Yeah. And in their pay difference, because Conor will get millions of dollars, but there's guys who fight lower on the card, and they still work day jobs. Oh yeah, but they had that Ultimate Fighter series a couple years ago. They're bringing it back. I'm excited. That was actually pretty interesting. The Ultimate Fighter is sick. That's one of the best reality shows. They need to put it on Netflix, because they got all this freaking football stuff Last Chance U and QB1. Those are pretty good, but they're kind of boring. Have you seen that show Ink Masters? I think so. That's tattoo. Yeah, oh yeah. It's they have the format of those cooking competitions. Oh, they bake a turtle out of a seashell or something like that. It's all this weird stuff. But they do it with tattoos. Yeah. And They do like they always, like the first episode, they go into like this meat locker and they have to tattoo these dead pigs.
What the hell?
It was really weird, but it's like really cool, and like there's like all these really good tattoo
They need to find a
artists.
Gordon Ramsay for that.
True.
If they don't already.
But what makes that show so funny is not only just this really cool tattoos, they talk so much smack to each other. They shit talk so much, and the judges will shit talk each other. Like they'll be like judging, and they'll start having like beef like midway through the judging. I'm like, what the hell is happening?
Make better the dude's like getting tattooed, and it's like, please just get this over with.
There was because sometimes they mess them up or they don't finish in time. Like this one guy was getting a head tattoo. One of the challenges was like tribal tattoos, I think. And this guy was like, he was like one of the harder ones. He was like, oh yeah, I want a big head tribal tattoo on my. He was like, I want my head shaved. So they did all that. And it was like this big elaborate like tribal tattoo. Dude like had to go to like the ER because he was like about to pass out because that thing. Could you imagine?
Dude, I don't want tattoos on my forehead.
No.
I'm obviously not judging, but like I'm impressed with how people get so many tats.
Yeah.
I also get freaked out when I turn 70, and then my body's gonna get wrinkly because I know my body's finna get like all wrinkled and like floppy.
Yeah, that's
and all my tattoos are gonna look like really bad.
Yeah, that's the one bad thing about tattoos is like
There's
when you get older,
some guy I
look
met.
bad.
There's some guy that walking around. He's a good friend of mine. They were walking around, and they had like these Notorious B.I.G. socks on, like Biggie's face. But like he's like a big dude. He's not like fat. He's just a bigger like dude.
He's a husky guy.
Yeah, he's a husky dude. I mean, he's built, and so his legs are pretty built too. And like Biggie looked like one of them blobfish. Just that's what I'm afraid like my tattoos will end up looking like when I'm older.
You can get away with kind of a bad tattoo if it's just like a regular like drawing, but if it's like a face tattoo, you have to be so like accurate. Mm-hmm. Because if you mess up the face, it just looks so bad.
Yeah.
You see, I don't think I could get someone else's face tattooed on me, like a celebrity. I feel like that's such a weird concept.
We should make that like a gambling thing when we're seniors. Like, it's not like
loses
hazing. It's not like hazing. We're like
we don't give it to
brotherhood event. We'll get face tattoos of each other.
PSA, everybody. Married adults are anti-hazing. We do not tolerate that at all. If we do, our advisor Ferg would actually murder us.
Yeah. Like
we don't do that here.
Yeah, I had to read a story about hazing this week for one of my classes. It was about Tim Piazza. Remember that guy? At Penn State.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
He got like so drunk. Well, they got him like so drunk, and then to where he fell down the steps and like bursted his spleen and like had a bunch of internal bleeding and bruises. Well, and he head contusions probably as well. Mm-hmm. And then like all of his brothers were like, I think all of them were like drunk as well. Yeah. But not as bad as Tim. And then they put him on the couch and they start like smacking him and like holding him down and stuff for like. You could definitely tell it's hazing, but of course they made it out to like they were checking on him. Like, how are you supposed to check on someone when you're smacking them with their shoe in the head?
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it was messed up.
Yeah, that's kind of
it made me nervous. I was like, holy crap, that could have been us.
That could have been us if we went to the wrong fraternity or the wrong school. Cause we're pretty on campus in general. We're pretty good about like no hazing.
Well, I mean, like that's a good thing about like a lot of smaller campuses, like with like hazing and stuff. Like we're a small enough school to where like if that stuff gets around, it's gonna get around.
It gets around quick. News gets around here quick.
Yeah, like at Penn State, there's like thousands, like hundreds of thousands of kids there probably.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's gonna get covered up. Well, you mean Penn State's Penn State, man.
Penn State's gonna do whatever they want.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I mean, they got Jerry Sandusky and Joe Paterno. It's all like y'all.
We're trying to start big with Penn State.
It's whack. Yeah. Yeah. Penn State, if you're watching this, you're getting called out big time.
You're getting called out, Penn State, if you see this.
Yes.
That'd be crazy if they did. Then we made it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad Marietta doesn't haze.
Yeah, I like because when I came into school, like this is a story of a lot of us is we didn't want to join a fraternity or sorority, but like there's just something different about it here, just because it's so small.
Yeah,
it just doesn't feel like regular Greek life. Greek life here is pretty neat. It's very involved. You get to know a lot of people. Yeah, you get to interact. I think if you go to a small school, Greek life is pretty good.
Well, yeah. I mean, the interactions I think are a lot easier as well because like you look at all these like Penn State, like just going back to Penn State. This is really like stab at Penn State. This is all big colleges as well. Like there's so many fraternity members, and like that's like half of our class would be in a fraternity at a bigger school.
Yeah, probably.
And that's like what 500 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But because you don't meet when you're like probably in one of those bigger ones, you don't really meet a lot of people. That's kind of why they have the whole big little thing is.
Yeah.
So you have someone in there because you don't meet everybody. Here it's like we have big littles, but it's not really as like important as the other ones at other schools because like we just know everybody. Everybody knows each other.
Well, like a lot of them is like we choose the ones who like we actually kind of know well enough.
True. People we're close with or kind of brought us in.
But like, I remember like I wanted to join just to get involved, but I was like nervous. I was gonna choose like the wrong one, and I'll be stuck in there. Like there's probably plenty of people that like were like, oh shoot, I chose the wrong fraternity.
You're just like, dang, I gotta get out of here, man.
Dang, but no, I was like, it actually takes me a little while to like get to know people. Once I do, obviously I'm pretty fine.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like what we chose. I think the Delta Tau Delta is a good organization to join.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
anybody wants to join, anybody listening, you should join Delta Tau Delta. We're the best.
Yeah. Well, like we're almost like McGregor and stuff. We like JDRF stuff too. That's kind of we do.
We do be giving a lot of money to JDRF.
Mhm. Yeah, we got to continue doing that.
I think we do good. I think it's a little harder with COVID going on.
Yeah.
Greek life in general is weird with everything's weird with COVID.
Yeah.
Like, what am I talking about? Like, it's crazy.
Like last semester was rough, man.
That was not good.
Not trying to tried to see everyone was tough, of course, with like COVID, and like let's be honest, we up until everyone had to be in quarantine like late October, we were actually gonna try to do like that Oktoberfest and
yeah, we had a big thing like a big like Oktoberfest. Like it was gonna all the proceeds were going to charity, but we were gonna sell like these mugs that were like kind of like Delta Tau Delta themed, and we were gonna try and do this whole thing, but it did not work out sadly because that's when like the big COVID spike happened last semester.
Yeah, I was actually kind of big sad about that.
Now we got a bunch of just mugs everywhere.
Yeah, I don't even know what I did with my mug. I think I lost it.
Mine's in my room. I think I'm using it as a pencil holder right now. It's a nice mug. I like it.
Maybe I took it at home. I'll have to ask.
You probably did. If you lost it, you can probably just
I'll get another one.
If you guys want a mug, just come to the Dell house and be like, okay.
It was nice having some people over last night.
Yeah, that was probably one of the bigger, like, it wasn't like big where it's like concerning. Everyone did a pretty good job of keeping away from each other. But, But yeah, well, that was nice. It kind of reminded me of the good old days of just getting together, all the guys.
See, like that's the push we gotta make this semester as well, is because like, if we don't like last semester, I mean, we had people over, which was nice, but like it was all like the same people.
It was mainly guys in the house.
We need to get the same people plus.
Yeah, not make it too big where it gets out of control like some other places, but we got to keep it on the down low.
Yeah, for real. I think we're more than capable of doing that. Maybe not the first weekend, of course. I think we did good this weekend.
I think we did. Oh, we didn't. We forgot to put the disclaimer. We are not associated with Marietta College or the Delta Tau Delta organization in its entirety.
Yeah, no.
We're just two guys being stupid and just wanting to talking to some microphones and have fun.
Yeah.
That's the kind of the whole point of this, is just kind of chill out, hang out, just talk. And we'll probably, if we keep doing this, we're going to have like more guys from the house and stuff like that. Guys in the... You want to talk about some of the guys? Let's talk about the house situation. Because everybody's in there right now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So first off, we'll get to the story today. Speaking of which,
room
206. Room 206 is me, Gabe Hehr, and Robert Guy. So today, we have the Wendy's table in our room. And,
yeah, we got the Wendy's table is a different story, but we'll get to that.
Lord have mercy.
We'll circle back.
But if you want to talk about roommate deals, today was a good story because Robbie, I pretended to be stupid and accused Robbie of smoking marinara sauce, which he wasn't. And Robbie tried to throw it at Andrew's room, which Andrew and Chaston are right beside us.
Yeah, we live right next to each other, but the room used to be like one big room, and so we have a false wall in the middle.
Yeah, it's really thin, and you can hear and you can climb over.
You can hear everything. You can climb over. We pass things to each other.
Yeah,
all the time.
So Robbie tried to throw the marinara over to Andrew.
He did.
It hit the ceiling.
I came back from the bathroom. I was like, "What does that smell?" I just smelled something. I didn't know what it was. And I was so confused.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Robbie got marinara all over the wall, and the ceiling, and on his hair.
yeah, he did spill it all over himself.
He's like Playboy Cardi. He looked like a whole lot of red.
Whole
though.
lot of red. Dude, baby voice.
Yeah.
Dude, Robbie's goofy.
Yeah.
Robbie's
We'll try to get Robbie on this show.
That would be a mess.
He's-
Robbie is the only person I know that can somehow seem drunk or high, but is just not.
No.
Robbie never drinks, never smokes. He doesn't do anything.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. It's just it doesn't make any sense. It's just how he acts. It's so funny. Because everyone's like, how drunk is this dude?
Yeah. Someone was like, he's not drunk. I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
he's not drunk.
He's sober. I get it.
He's one of these sober brothers. We got a couple sober brothers.
Yeah. And then Andrew and Chasten are right beside us.
Mm-hmm.
I hear
We're pretty boring there in the bowling alley. We just kind of keep. Chasten's never in the room. I'm sometimes in the room doing homework. Have Lily over, and then just big chillin' sleep.
Yeah.
We have the smallest.
I mean, we
window.
haven't really had the opportunities to get people over. Let's be to be fair.
True. We don't typically have a lot of people in the bowling alley in general, though. We have people in the back double, which is where Gabe lives. All the rooms have names. Well,
Yeah.
almost all of them.
Yeah.
And so let's go from the bowling alley to the triple, the
Oh,
party
yeah.
triple.
Big Breck.
Big
Bronk,
Breck,
Bronk Baker.
Brother Bradford, and Jared Crawford.
Well, look, that's a nice room.
That is a nice room.
If I had to leave and choose another room next year, I'm not sure if I'll live in the house next year. We'll see.
We'll see how it works with Garrett or
But, yeah,
something.
definitely be nice to get the triple.
True. Yeah, so they live in there. They're all a pretty good, colorful cast of characters. Bradford's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love Caleb. Breck, everyone likes Breck. We
Yeah.
make fun of Breck a lot.
Yeah.
But Breck's cool. Breck will be probably a good one to have on here. Bradford, too. Crawford's quiet, but literally the nicest guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
That man is too nice.
Rick
for
took
his own
down.
good.
Rick took down those blinds in the bathroom today.
Did he fall?
No, I'm saying like the blinds by the sink or whatever. There's clear. There's
Yeah,
clear.
the see-through ones?
Yeah, he took him down.
Why?
He thought I was stupid.
Oh, Breck's going to get us kicked out, man.
Yeah,
I swear to God.
He's like, I'll keep the screws, cause just in case. I was like, well, okay.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah. Why would he do
I don't know why he would do that.
I don't know either. And then we got Patrick Elliott, former president,
Yeah,
been forced out of office.
he violated the 25th Amendment.
Gabe, what is the 25th Amendment?
Congress can take out the president if they think he's doing not very good.
Fair enough.
That's basic poli-sci for you, homie.
Basic poli-sci. Robbie knows all about that.
Oh,
So does
yeah.
Patrick. Actually, yeah.
Patrick gave me a better articulated answer.
Yeah.
I'm on a podcast.
If
so
we
I don't
want to
care.
have an intellectual conversation, we'll bring in Patrick.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
if we
then-
want to talk about stocks, we'll bring in Bradford.
Yeah, stonks.
Stonks. Then in the front double,
We got
we got Brother Baden and Brother Sam.
Botlet.
Botlet. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I
That
love
used to
those
be
guys.
Patrick and Lucas Stanford's room, and then
Oh,
I think
Lucas. Is it? Did they live together?
yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Yeah, Lucas. I miss Lucas. Lucas. Was
I
cool.
do miss Luke. It would be nice if he was if he stepped in like be an interim advisor.
Oh no! Wait, that actually be kind of cool.
I know.
That actually may happen
Oh, we need to
because
make
we
it
lost.
happen.
We only have one advisor. We lost both of them.
Yeah,
We have our head advisor, Ferg,
yeah, Ferg.
the everlasting immortal Ferg.
Yeah, we do wish Cody and Rick
Cody and-
best on their adventures and
Yeah.
journeys. I know Cody's been working hard for his during his teaching and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
he got another degree. How many
Oh, yeah.
degrees does this man have?
I don't know. He got his PhD last year, I think.
Yeah, I think that
Or
was
his
like
past semester, or like last spring.
it was last semester, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was last spring or last semester.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think he's working to get tenured. So that's
I
kind
mean-
of cool. I mean,
I
I
mean,
got
makes
I got to
sense.
respect the hustle for that one.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Rick just moved down to be with
Yeah.
his family.
I mean, you can also respect that. I mean,
Yeah,
can't knock the guy.
yeah.
And I respect what Cody's. I love Cody. I've had Cody for some classes.
Cody will be proud of us for doing this podcast.
I think so. He'd actually like this.
I think he would too.
Yeah. He'll probably listen to be like, "What is wrong with you guys?" But
Yeah.
secretly, he'll be proud.
Yes.
Have you had him for public speaking?
No.
I
only had him. Well, I never had him. I just heard stories of him and Robbie, or having Robbie in class last year for Com 201.
Com 203. Yeah.
Com 203.
I I had him for the class before, and then Robbie's was like right after mine, so I'd always pass Robbie. I really wish.
Dude, were you there?
I just wanted to see
Did you walk past him the day Robbie had the snowball and threw it at Cody?
Yeah.
In the room. I wish I had that class. I had like 10 in the morning, so it kind of was not cool. But
No, what time did I have that class? I like that class because I like public speaking a lot, actually.
yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Cody, it was hard. Cody actually did make it pretty fun, I will admit.
yeah.
We did a presentation on, because this is when Kobe died. We did a presentation on Kobe.
I remember
Goat.
Robbie also gave like an introduction speech, or when they during their introduction speeches or whatever. Cody told me about Robbie like his was all about like wrestling Michael Reeder or something like that. I was like, what the hell? It was like, I don't even remember. I asked Cody if Cody recorded it. I've been asking Cody for that video. He still hasn't given it to
he
me
records
yet.
all the speeches, so we could get our hands on all the Robbie speeches. We could watch them.
That would actually be kind of fun.
That would be really funny, because I feel like Robbie would take it semi-seriously, but then you just put that Robbie flair in there.
Yeah. But anyway, besides that, so we got Baden. We got through Baden, Sam, and now we got Brother Gall, so our director of standards.
Shane. The man. Shone.
I think Shay wants to be on here.
Shay definitely would come on here.
Shay would be a good one.
Shay would, yeah. Shay is a pretty interesting dude to talk to.
Yes.
Because we have some really interesting dudes in the fraternity, just in general.
Yeah.
Shay definitely is one of those kind of guys. The man's gonna get married.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at him.
That's gonna be that'll be a sweet party. That'll be a
That's
sweet
gonna be
wedding.
dope. That's gonna be a great wedding. Cause
my cousin's in it, actually.
is he really?
Him and Shay are best friends.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah. Well,
That's
Shay
so
grew up with him. Shay grew up with him apparently. So we'll probably get to see my cousin.
Dude, I gotta meet more of your family, man.
You know, be careful what you wish for, son.
Careful what you wish for, son. Yeah.
Oh shoot, what was I gonna? Okay. One thing. What do you think? How many members do you think we're getting this semester?
This semester? I
Recruitment
don't know.
wise.
Spring semester, we always get less people.
We got one last year, and that was Brother Cross.
Yeah, Felipe. Yeah, we got Felipe.
Felipe would be a good one to get on here too.
No, yeah, Felipe would be a great.
I mean, he's already
person to talk
YouTube
to.
famous.
True, he do be.
Him and he's got, I think, like.
He's got like almost 100,000 subscribers, doesn't he?
He's about to make Devontae Frigga look stupid, look irrelevant.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up really quick. Felipe, I love Felipe. He's a cool dude. That is a guy you want.
We got one student tested positive.
Oh no.
Oh Lord. Well, we didn't have any yesterday, I don't think. So that's not bad at all.
That's good. Yeah, I'm gonna go get tested Tuesday. Hopefully nothing bad with that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you test positive, we're kind of screwed in here.
Yeah, anyone in the no podcast next week, boys.
Yeah, well,
sorry to say.
Yeah, we'll take a hiatus.
We'll take a slight hiatus. I can't get it. Okay, I just pulled up on Instagram because that's where like Felipe's bio is, and that's how you get to his YouTube channel. But I think on the top of my feed, yeah, the guy I went to high school with just proposed to somebody.
Oh wow!
Congratulations to him, but. Dude, so many people from my school have been getting like, engaged and married. It's crazy.
And pregnant.
Pregnant, yeah. Pregnancy.
Tri Valley has I've within like the past year and a half since we've been in school. I think there's been at least like a third or maybe a fourth of my class has gotten pregnant or married.
Really?
Yeah.
We haven't had many pregnancies, but some married. My sister had a kid. I'm an uncle now, man.
Ooh, Uncle Andrew.
Uncle Andrew. I got shout out to my nephew, Riley James Ralston.
Nice.
What's up, man? I don't know if you ever hear this, but you a real one.
Yeah.
Oh, Kermit's got something to say.
Yeah. Women can be getting pregnant though.
I mean, that is how biology works.
They must have got rid of that yee-ass haircut they got and got some women on their dick.
God damn it.
Yeah, no, I spent 4 hours. I spent, all Friday night playing GTA and Fallout.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Which Fallout did you play?
4.
Nice.
Yeah.
I haven't played that.
Let's be honest here. Like our world is getting closer to the Fallout series.
I hope it does. Fallout is so much fun.
Bro,
Probably not actually if you live.
I can't wait till we're it's like 70 years old and the Great War actually starts, and then we're gonna be out there shooting people, shooting mutant cockroaches.
Mutant roaches, yeah.
Yes. Only when the ink spots start playing,
That's when you know it's serious.
It's serious. We better find the vaults, man.
We gotta find the vaults. Better not end up one of those like experimental ones where they like mess with your psychology.
Yeah, and put us in the freezer.
Put us in the freezer. Who do you think of the Dells who would like do the best in a zombie apocalypse?
That's a good question.
We gotta think of all the guys who are good with guns. Cause I feel like
Robbie actually would probably do pretty good.
Robbie's a scary. I feel like Robbie getting scared is like similar to like an ape getting like really angry.
Yeah.
And just charging it. Like that's what it reminds me of when Robbie like charges at somebody.
Robbie would definitely probably do pretty good in the apocalypse. I think Brother Bradford and Goss would do good.
Yeah, I think so. I think Felipe would do pretty good too.
Felipe uses CrossFit.
Felipe would use his CrossFit.
Felipe would look like he'd be on that Survivor show.
True. Felipe do be kind of.
Brother Dirk has got iron deficiency though, so he ain't making it.
He's got no legs. His legs will tire out while he's trying to run away.
Yeah.
And no cardio.
Jason Penis will. Jason can outrun him. Jason Chasson can probably outrun him.
Yeah, they can probably outrun him. They're the best runners. Garrett doesn't believe in cardio, so Garrett is done. He's just strong.
I'm pretty good at like conserving stuff, so I think I can make it through like conserving wise.
Yeah.
And I just haven't. My shot's not the greatest, so we'd have to see.
I'm a decent shot, but my hand-to-hand combat skills aren't going to work in this.
Breck ain't making it, boy.
Breck's the first one dead.
I think the Ritchie twins will make it.
Yeah, I feel like they'd be pretty crafty. Gabe Davin?
Gabe would wrestle him.
If he found a female one, he'd be like, oh, I want her to eat me.
Yeah.
Poor guy. We're really calling him out.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
He was like me last year, so it's all good.
Oh no.
Sometimes you have to live. Sometimes you live and you learn.
You live and learn. That is what college is about.
I think I did remember when Orf told him that last night.
What?
Something about living and learning.
Oh really?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
What do you think about Orf? Orf would probably do.
Orf would probably do this.
Schwa.
We gotta have them both on. You can't have just one.
Yeah.
They're Will Rafferty. Will Rafferty's doing his own podcast actually.
Oh wow.
With Manning Shaw. Yeah, because I'm one of the guys that works down here, and we're trying to build like more interest for students doing podcasts actually. So
we're gonna globalize. We're gonna be a big four.
We should start America Podcast Network (NPN). Yes. Shout out. Actually, that'd be kind of sick. I'm gonna remember that. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Because if we can
write that down. Write
down. Yeah, that's it. I think that's a pretty good idea. We get like a bunch of people doing podcasts together.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah, we just have like a schedule and we pump them out and get like a Spotify page and just.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna work this out. This is gonna happen.
Dude, yeah. I think we should.
Shout out to Will Rafferty and Manning Shaw.
Yeah,
hope your guys' podcast goes very well. We have no beef.
Yeah, no beef. We ain't like Biggie and Tupac.
Biggie and Pac.
Yeah, no.
All right, but the real question is, who killed Biggie and Pac?
Obama.
What?
Obama did it.
I don't think Obama killed Biggie and Pac.
You sure about that?
I think P. Diddy.
Hmm.
There's some interesting conspiracies on how they both went out.
Bro, Tupac ain't even dead, though.
Do you think Tupac's alive?
Yeah, he's down in, like, Cuba.
He's in Cuba?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen those things of people, like, Hitler still being alive?
Yeah, Hitler can't be alive now.
There's no way. He'd be too old.
He'd be like 100 or something.
Do you think he did? Because I think, where was it? Was it Argentina? Is where, like, a bunch of them went? Where'd they go? Because I know a bunch of, like...
Yeah, a bunch of them went hit to Argentina, I think, or like South America.
It was I can't remember exactly what it was. So if that's wrong, don't get mad, please.
Yeah, we're not history majors.
Yeah, this is just useless knowledge that I've accumulated throughout the years.
We're just spilling out everything.
Yeah, we're just spewing.
No, but I don't know. Part of me thinks that like Hitler maybe have like shot him. I think he probably did shoot himself. I mean,
I feel like he did.
And he just
died.
I
definitely think that.
I mean,
that's what happened.
I think it'd have been cooler if they actually like captured him, and then.
Yeah, they had a search regimen because they did believe for a while. And they put like a bunch of guys together to go find him.
Well, they found. I think they found Himmler. And someone else.
I think they found the scientist.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Mengele.
Yeah, Josef Mengele. That's right. Yeah.
That stuff's twisted, man.
Dude, Mengele is messed up. That is a messed up individual.
Yeah,
That he wasn't doing science. He was just doing things just to torture people. There's no way.
That was messed up. I don't like that.
You know what's weird? You know what's like really freaky about him?
What?
He would like, because he would do a lot of stuff to like kids.
Oh yeah.
They would keep the kid for a while, and
like
he would like
psychological crap.
He would be like really nice to them, and like the kid really liked like Mengele. They're like, oh, it's like our caretaker. And then he would do all this like messed up stuff. I'm like, how do you do that? How can you like genuinely make like a connection with these kids, and then you just do that kind of stuff?
Yeah,
it's crazy. That was just there's something weird that kind of went on with that.
Yeah,
that whole thing.
That was twisted.
It is pretty messed up. Maybe let's get off that.
Yeah, let's change the subject.
Yeah, we made it through the first week of school.
Yeah, we did.
Not many COVID cases.
Yeah, surprised. I mean, we got like 13. There's like 4 of them are employees or something like that.
Yeah, which isn't good, but like.
Yeah, it's not good, but it could be worse.
Yeah, yeah.
I think a lot of it was probably from like coming back home too.
Probably.
Back from home.
I know there's been some false positives.
Yeah.
So I know someone that yeah. Yeah, so there's probably a few false positives, but.
Oh no, definitely.
Because like it's not entirely accurate. We got the vaccine rolling out soon, so.
Yeah, a lot of vaccines.
Hopefully things get more normal.
Yeah.
I don't think. It's gonna take us a while to get like fully back to normal though.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna take a while.
I think
even if we get like the vaccine completely rolled out, people are still gonna be like really cautious and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be cautious. I think masks will be like still worn and stuff, but I don't think it'll be like.
Probably won't be required, but people will probably for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like an adjustment.
Probably a smart thing to do.
Probably for an adjustment period, people will still wear masks pretty consistently.
I think Johnson's still working on coming out with their vaccine.
Really?
Yeah. So my dad and I have been talking about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one good. I think they're taking more time on it though.
Probably trying to make it like really, really good. Like really perfect it. The ones that have been rolled out I've seen to be doing pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard like a bunch of like there was obviously like at first there was those like weird reviews about like Bell's palsy and a bunch of like placebo.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just call it placebo.
We are.
There's like
disclaimer. We are not. We are not health science. We are not doctors. I am a computer science major, and I'm
a finance major.
Yeah, we don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, no, we really don't.
Anything with the body, biology, we have no clue.
We have to get Brother Durkis on here for that.
Yeah, Garrett could tell us more.
Yeah, Garrett will be our Dr. Fauci.
Garrett is Dr. Fauci of Delta Tau Delta.
Yes. But I think it's gonna get better this semester. The fact that we were able to come back actually was kind of a good sign.
Yeah, I thought for a while of a break, but like they were like, yeah, we're not gonna. You guys aren't coming back.
I was waiting for that email.
Yeah, same. Every time I got an email, I was like, oh, here it is. Yeah. We're done.
I think if we could make it through last semester and once we get towards like spring, I think we'll be able to make it through again. Yeah. I got high hopes.
You ready for our 1-day spring break?
I don't know. Why in the world would they put it on a Wednesday?
It's because some people don't travel. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, I guess that's true, but like...
They're like, let's put it in the middle of the week so there's just nothing happening.
We're just literally just going to sit in our dorms.
Well, Tuesday night's going to be hype, probably.
Bro, That's
probably when people are going to party.
See, it's got... Yeah, I guess having it off on Wednesday is nice because that's when I have all my classes. Like, I have like one class that's like... I only do like some projects and maybe on Zoom on Monday, but then like Wednesday I have to actually go to the class.
Thursday's my long one because I go from like 8 till 1, and then I have a lab, 2-hour calc lab from 2:30 to 4:30.
I tell you what, one class on Tuesdays and Thursdays are clutch for all you new members or new guys that are watching this or whatever.
Anybody looking to come to the school, do not do 8 a.m.s. If you can get one class on a day, go for it.
9 a.m. at the latest is your best bet.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a really early bird.
Yeah, if you're not a good early person.
I usually try to start my range day of like either like 9 o'clock class. Even that's like super early for me. I usually try to get like 10 a.m.s and then just go like pound them through straight.
It's harder
straight
for certain
through.
majors to get that.
Yeah.
Some majors are like, nope, you're all early morning. Yeah, don't trust the fact that you could get up and do classes at 8 a.m. in high school. This is completely different. It makes no sense. I thought I would be fine too. I was like, oh yeah, I can do 8 a.m.s. I did it all the time in high school.
I couldn't even do it in high school. That's why I was like, screw this. I'm going for 10
I would
a.m.
always fall asleep halfway through the day.
Yeah, oh yeah. I took a nap. I'd used to yell at my brother because he would like take forever to get ready. I was like, dude, we gotta go. And so we'd get there like maybe like a half hour early, and I would just sleep in my car.
School desks were so comfy. I love sleeping in school desks.
The one thing I hated about school was that like I was too skinny, so like I didn't have my fat arms, so they was like extra support. I was like put my head on my I'd put my head down or whatever, and then just have like a piece like my bone in my elbow like sticking out. I mean, it was the worst.
Yeah. I used to fall asleep like during like study halls and stuff because I would never do anything. I would always say I was gonna do something for study hall. I would never do anything for study halls.
I never did anything for study hall either.
So I would use it as a nap period, but I would have like dreams in the middle of like class. And you know how like when you're dreaming and if you're like falling,
yeah, you like start shaking and everything.
I did that, and I had my head on the desk, and my arms down. I was just sleeping, and that happened to me. I just shoot up and slam the desk so hard. Everyone starts looking at me. I'm like, don't worry, I'm okay. Everything's fine.
I did that in the middle of a test. Actually, I got like done
You fell
early.
asleep during a test?
I kind of got done early. It was like a small test, but it was one that's like, some people like were taking a while, and she was just like, so I like passed out, and I fell asleep, and like I don't remember what it was. I think I was like on a roller coaster, and I just jumped up looked like I was having a seizure. My teacher's like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good."
I'm doing great.
I do it in study hall all the time.
Yeah, study hall. We just messed around in study hall.
You know what was a cool thing about school for me is that like in the wintertime, I would just keep on my shorts from when I wore like night before or whatever. Like I wore to bed, and then I put sweatpants over top. Or PJs and sweatpants over top, and then like I'd walk into like study hall, and sometimes our study hall was like a little warm, so I'd be like, "Damn, it's hot as a motherfucker in here." So like I'd like just take off my sweatpants, and then everyone freak out. I'm like, "Bro, I got shorts on."
Yeah, I would do that because when I played basketball in high school, I would do that because we had a uniform, so we had to wear like khakis and stuff.
Oh.
So I would wear khaki pants, khaki shorts, but I would always wear basketball shorts under. So, and I would take them off twice a day. I would take them off during lunch because we would play basketball during lunch.
Yeah.
We would all sneak out of the lunchroom because the basketball court was right next to it. So we would do that. And then at the end, because I for some reason, especially my last 2 years, I always ended up with a study hall at the end of the day.
Dude,
it was like my last period. I loved it.
Those were clutch.
Like right before the bell would ring, I would stand up, walk in, like almost like start walking. I would drop my pants. But everyone would freak out. Like the teacher would always freak out. We had like a really old lady one year.
Yeah.
She was like, I was like, don't worry, it's all right. I got pants under here.
Yeah.
It was a good bit.
That's the worst. I always hated like having to dress up for sporting events.
Yeah, we had
like if you get like sweaty and stuff, you can't like stay comfortable because you got this stupid dress pants and shirt.
For whatever reason, I would get so hot in dress clothes for
Yeah.
basketball games.
I would try to dress up like Conor McGregor actually, like with all this. I got like those cheap like printed shirts or like dress shirts at like American Eagle and just walk around with my like the strut.
Yeah, the strut.
I'm like, what the fuck is Mayweather?
What the fuck is Mayweather?
But no,
Who
actually,
the fuck
I
is that
actually
guy?
snuck out one time at like 8th period study hall. Like I like army crawled all the way to the door before the
What?
bell even rang and just yeeted out of there. I tried it again the second time and I got caught. She's like, "What the heck you doing, boy?" I was like, sneaking out. And I was like, "We got like 2 minutes left. Let me leave."
Let me leave. We would try to do that. We
parking-
would just try to walk out. Like we wouldn't even like sneak. We would just like walk out. And if the teacher caught us, like, "What are you doing?" We're like, "Oh, we're just leaving." They're like, "Sit your ass down." I'm like, "No."
Our parking was so bad. Like we had
Was it?
people. Yeah, I actually like one time, I was trying to get out of there, but like the way it was that there was all these aisles or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it would get like so backed up. And I blame this on my brother because he was like he had a class like all the way on the other end of the school.
Yeah.
And our study hall was like right there by the parking lot. So I think it was like junior year, and it was really congested by the time he got in there or he got back out there. And so like and there was a car in front of me, a car beside me, and then there was a bunch behind me. So what I did, I found a way. There's like a gap between the car right beside me and the car in front of me. and so like I managed to like squeeze through without like running into anything.
Yeah.
I was impressed with my abilities. Everyone's like, "You're so stupid." I'm like, I did it.
I did it. You go to a big high. I went to like the high school I went to. It was tiny. The building we were in used to be an elementary school.
Oh.
You'd go into the bathrooms, like the guys' bathrooms and the stalls. Literally, I would sit in it, and I could see the guys like next to me in the stalls. They didn't put any barriers up for some reason. Like it was like like the stalls were like stone. It was so weird. I went to such a weird built high school. It was like this old elementary school.
Yeah.
You could see like a person taking a dump like right next to you.
Oof. No, ours was big. Well, like the thing was like ours was like I don't know when it was built like late. I think it was built like late 80s, early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's like the downstairs bathrooms were really not that nice. There was one bathroom it looked like someone threw poop on it or like puked on the mirror. and there was like two of the bathrooms like each stall like there was like two bathrooms two other bathrooms on the first floor or main floor, and of the combined 4 stalls to like drop a dookie in, one of them could actually like was only able to like lock and have a door on it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, like if you were desperate to poop and someone else was using there, you either had to wait or go, and then like someone walked by, you're like, "What's up, man?
What's up, man?"
Take a picture, it'll last longer.
Yeah, school was weird.
We had like our school was like always like either like Division 1 or Division 2, but we were like either like one of the larger D2 schools, but not the best, or like maybe D3. Like for football, we were like either D2 or D3.
Mm-hmm.
We were like usually like the smallest D2 school and like a decent sized D3 school, but we still weren't the biggest. And like for like soccer and wrestling and baseball, we were like the smallest Division 1 school.
Mm.
It was bad. We had to go up to like Columbus and get annihilated every week. And
we were D4, man, always. We would always because we were Central Ohio. We would always play like the big like city leagues teams too.
Oh gosh.
I remember my freshman year playing varsity in the basketball tournament. First round, we played a school called Afrocentric.
Oh yeah, early college or whatever.
Yeah. And they're all, if you know anything about these guys, they're like pretty athletic. They're not the best team, but they're pretty athletic dudes. Especially back then, they were actually pretty good. They were pretty good that year. They smoked us. They were so much more athletic than us, way taller than us. Because we're pretty athletic. We get some pretty athletic, like fast dudes, and that's kind of what made us good. Our later on. But this year, it was bad. We got whipped, man.
You ever have to play Harvest Prep?
Yeah, we did we beat Harvest Prep? I can't remember. I think
they're like unbeatable at this point. They're like
they're good now. They've always been good, but they're really good right now.
They somehow hopped up from like I guess this past year they hopped up from Division 7 of football to D5.
Jeez,
I think
how many divisions are in football, dude?
7.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
basketball's simple. They just like we're just gonna
got 4.
We're just gonna give you 4.
Yeah,
it's way easier. We played the school called Wellington, also. They definitely recruit. They're like another private school. These dudes recruit so much because you look at their like the difference between their JV and varsity team. You're like, there's no way.
There's a lot. I guarantee you, there's a bunch of public schools that do the same thing. You guys like look at all the like Dublin schools.
Those guys.
If they don't do it, they talk them into transferring there.
Yeah,
or something.
They start like recruiting when those guys are like in middle school because these guys would be going to some random ass
like
middle
Dublin
school.
Kaufman had like 4 soccer teams.
Yeah,
and then they have a JV. Then they have like 2 JV teams.
Yeah,
I was like, bro.
Y'all too big, and you're definitely recruiting.
This is why like their varsity A team was like number 2 in the state.
Yeah, Coffin they're good.
We played their varsity B team our senior year, and we still lost like 4-0.
Yeah,
it was like I was like, oh, I think I had like a varsity C team, then had like a JV A and JV B team. I was like, bro. If you're on the JV like B team, you're better off just not. Play soccer. You're never getting a chance.
You're just never seeing.
That's like a dude playing like the lowest class in baseball, and you gotta make it up in 4 years, most likely or not.
You're not. It's the pay. The pay's not worth it, man.
No.
Even though you're not getting paid in high school, but it's not worth it, man. You try to tell somebody at your school, you're like, yeah, dude, I'm on the soccer team. Like, oh, which one? JVB. What?
Yeah.
I just would never mention that.
No, you would not get much clout for that.
I get my only cool thing about high school and like playing basketball is like I can say like I was a 4-year varsity letterman, but I tend to leave out the part how we sucked so much ass my first 2 years.
Yeah.
And I definitely should not have been varsity my freshman year.
Hey,
But that's my big flex.
Hey, you get that sometimes. That's
Yeah.
all about. Well, like a lot of freshmen, like freshmen in smaller schools have to start anyway because they don't have that many people.
True, yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of pressure unless you're like freaking child prodigy from like 4th grade.
I was not. I was decent, and I got really good between my 8th grade and freshman year. I just got really good at shooting, and that's mainly how I made the team. I was like 5'10", wasn't really good at dribbling. I can't speak. I wasn't really good at dribbling. I was good at rebounding, and I was a pretty good defensive player, and I could shoot. I was a 3-and-D guy. That's what I was my freshman year.
Yeah, yeah. I was like well, I mean,
I kind of balled out at like rec leagues and like
rec
playing
leagues,
at like
rec league
gyms.
and pickup games are where
Dude,
it's at.
I was good at pickup.
I used to go to like camp and stuff. We'd always do like pickup games, dude. I got one year I got like super good at floaters and like runners.
Oh really?
Oh, dude, they couldn't stop me. That was like my only time. After that, I stopped doing it and I was terrible.
Yeah, I remember between my junior and senior year, I think, my team we went down to OU for like a basketball camp. And you get like some of like these smaller schools, but then you play like these really big schools, and we played this big school called Delaware Hayes.
Oh yeah.
And I knew some of the guys that played on their team because I did like some separate training with them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking so much smack to us the night before. They were like, "Oh, I hope we play you guys. Like we'll whoop you guys." And we played them. Dude, we gave them a run for their money.
Nice.
We beat them by like 1 point. It wasn't
Nice.
a lot, but we beat them.
Hey,
It was sick.
Hey, dub's a dub, boy.
Dub's a dub.
I think our girls barely pulled it off Friday night against Otterbein.
Is that who they played?
I think so. They had like 82-80. I think I saw.
Really?
So
I'm
they-
gonna forget when we have games because we can't go to anything. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, Otterbein had a COVID outbreak in their men's basketball. That's why we couldn't play them this week.
that's one of my guy. One of the guys I went to high school with. He was looking to play at Otterbein. So I think he's one of the guys that's got that right now.
Bro, frick the bind, bro.
Frick the bind. They think they're so good, even though I kind of look to go play there. That's a different story.
Their basketball court's whack.
A little bit, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
cause they have like their track like right beside it or something. I think
Yeah.
we had like a competition night in wrestling there many years ago, and like I got lost because I was like we were in basketball and then I was at the track and then we were at like the wrestling room or something like that. I was like, what the heck? Where am I?
Dude, I've seen some confusing gyms. There have been some weird gyms that I've seen.
Denison's gym's like super nice.
Yeah, because they're loaded, dude.
Yeah, they are loaded.
My
Steve
mom-
Carell actually went there.
Is that really? Did he
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, or he was like maybe like undergrad, like 2-year degree. Like,
Yeah. My mom went to Denison, I think. If I'm remembering correctly, yeah.
they were like state of the art swimming pool, like swim thing for their swim team.
Really?
They got like a really nice track and then like an athletic center up at top, and then they have their basketball court.
We
And,
had
like, you know that Randy Johnson, the pitcher, that Big Diesel, I think, or Big Unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, his son actually went to Denison.
Did he really?
Yeah, I found that out too.
Nice.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
but like, I think Garrett and I have been trying to brother Durkis, he'll be on here too.
Garrett Dirk is
He'll be-
one of our best friends.
Him and I want to make a YouTube channel where we go like before like a bunch of like old like high school gyms close. We gotta try to make an adventure, make it like a YouTube channel to go check out like a bunch of old high school gyms.
Yeah.
That would be kind of sick, cause I've always liked those.
That would be kind of cool, yeah.
And
Like,
just
just explore 'em.
Explore hoop dreams.
Hoop
We went to
dreams.
one actually where close to where Garrett lives. They were
Really?
like, yeah, like the school had like back in the day, they had like a grand total of like 20 boys and like 4 girls, or like maybe like 10 and 10. They had like less than your typical like regular just like grade class, and like I think it was like 56 and 57. They made it all the way to the Final Four.
Really?
Yeah, for basketball. Their
Nice.
gym that held like 20 people, like 200 people. Garrett and I actually went there last semester. It was actually kind of nice, but yeah, they made all the way. They lost by like 1 point in the Final Four, and then I think the team that they lost to either lost by a point in the state championship game or won by a point. I can't remember. But I was like, dude, imagine if they actually won.
That'd be crazy.
But I mean, still, the fact that they made it with like 20 kids.
Yeah.
The tallest person that was in the school didn't even play either, I guess.
Really?
Yeah,
Dang.
I got a book about him over Christmas, and it was
Nice.
actually a pretty sweet read.
You remember the FGCU a couple years ago?
Yeah,
the college?
oh yeah,
Florida Gulf Coast.
yeah,
When I used to live in Florida, we lived really close to that school.
oh yeah.
And they were D3 for a little bit, like D2 or something like
Mhm.
that. And we would go like watch the games because they were like super cheap to go to.
Oh yeah.
My dad loved basketball. My dad played basketball in college. I love basketball.
Where'd your dad play in college?
He played at University of Missouri mining and engineering school. So not the main campus.
There's always that twist, like University of Washington at Pennsylvania or California at Pennsylvania. Like,
Yeah. So it sounds impressive at first
Yeah.
until you're like University of Missouri mining and engineering
yeah.
school.
Hey man, still college though.
It is still pretty impressive. They were D2. They were pretty decent. But yeah. So yeah, we watched them when they were like really small still. So it was really cool seeing them when they like made that run in the tournament.
Well, like Duncan Robinson was a D3 player
Mhm.
at I forget where he was. I think it was something like Wisconsin or something, wasn't it?
I think so.
And then I think he had like some close connections to Beeline
Yeah.
and or like one of Beeline's coaches, and then he was like, "Hey, try it out," and he like walked. It was like a preferred walk on or something like that. And then the dude ended up balling. Now he's like one of the Heat's best players.
True.
And then,
You see that a lot. Guys will like play if they're not like heavily recruited out of high school.
mm-hmm.
They'll do that. They'll play like at like a really small school.
Look at like
Ball
JUCO.
out. Yeah.
Go JUCO, ball out, go like D1, and then that's how like Josh Allen is. He was like QB for the Bills, who's actually playing in the AFC Championship game tonight.
Yeah.
Like
who you got?
dude was like 0-star recruit, went to JUCO, balled out, went to the only school that offered him was Wyoming, and then now he balled out Wyoming, first round draft pick. Now he's in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
It's just
Crazy.
it's like you've reached the house of unrecognized talent. But well then that Marietta dude was playing for the Rams up until last week, so the darn Packers had to win.
I hate the Packers.
I know, me too.
I'm a Bears fan, so the Packers suck.
There's actually I forget. I think the Lions' new head coach. I think Mount Union and John Carroll, two guys from their alums, D3 wise. Shout out to the AC got interviewed. I think one for the Lions position for head coach. And,
Really?
well, no, maybe not the Lions. I don't even remember, but I know there's two guys that got were interviewed for spots that both were alumni of John Carroll and Mount. Well, Matt Campbell for Iowa State's Mount alum.
Yeah.
Well, Mount's like historically football.
True.
So like you don't really have to get drafted there, but like out of the league. But most likely, if you play football 4 years there and decide to be a coach or something, most likely you're good.
Like,
You'll end up
they
doing
kinda know
pretty
what they're
good.
doing. They're like, you know what they're doing.
But yeah, who do you think your the Super Bowl is going to be?
Who I think the Super Bowl is gonna be?
Yeah, because we got the Packers and who's
It's the Packers and the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then the Chiefs and the Bills.
Tell you what, Packers versus Buccaneers is gonna be a good game.
I think it will.
Brady versus Rodgers.
I kind of tired of seeing Tom Brady win.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't like Antonio Brown as a Steeler fan. The way he did us dirty. I don't.
He
mind.
did kind of do you dirty, didn't he?
Yeah. I don't really like Aaron Rodgers either, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know if I can support the Packers.
The fact that Aaron Rodgers dumped Danica Patrick like that, it's like, oh, bro, what are you doing, man? Like,
Yeah.
and then he dated, I think Olivia Munn.
He gets around, doesn't he?
Yeah, he gets like the nice ones too, and then he, but like everyone says he's a d-bag, so like, and then
Is he? I feel like he's just, I don't know.
he's too busy making much money with Jake from State Farm.
Jake from State. That's true. Yeah.
Who do you prefer? This is the old Jake from State Farm, the big chungus one, the first Jake, or the new Jake?
No, I like the old Jake.
I do too.
They try hard too much with the new Jake.
Yeah, I think so too. Like the old Jake was just casual.
All the insurance, because all the insurance guys, they're all like, oh, we got our spokesperson.
Dude,
they're all kind of cringy now. Only
Yeah.
the Gecko's got it going on. You can't go
Yeah.
wrong with the Gecko.
Yeah.
Gecko.
Yeah.
It's the Australian accent. I'm telling you.
Dude,
Oi,
YouTube
mate.
ads make me so mad because like it's
What is it?
YouTube State Farm ads make me so mad because they're like 15 seconds and I can't skip them or like
Yeah, dude. YouTube ads are ridiculous.
I hate them. Like, bro, I miss the old YouTube where you didn't have to watch ads, like the little TV box one back in like 2009.
The OG.
I wish we need to make that back. But I think I'd like to see. I think the Packers will actually beat the Buccaneers. I think
so too. I think
the fact that it took Buccaneers almost a whole the whole game to actually come back and beat the Saints. Like the Saints had that one basically in the bag.
They just
and then
biffed
they just
it.
croaked.
They just biffed, man. You can't biff it that hard. What's Kermit got to say?
And then the Saints croaked.
Thank you, Kermit.
Yeah. But
I can't believe you actually brought the Kermit puppet.
he's our mascot.
This
for
is
this
not
show.
this is not a visual form of media game.
I don't care. He's
This
our
is purely
he's our
audio.
mascot. He protects us and guides us through every podcast now.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
We should just pin him up. We should just get like a big nail and just nail him to the wall.
Kermit abuse.
Everyone who has a podcast in here has like their one little thing that's like theirs.
Kermit.
You gotta make this room look. I like this room, the room they're in, the production room.
This is
But
nice.
we gotta make it less blank. We got a TV in here, so we could actually like pull up stuff
Yeah, we
and
can
watch stuff, and, like react.
Yeah, we could do like flight
We
reacts.
we could. Okay, is Flight? Do you think he acts, or do you think that's how he actually? There's no way he's that dumb.
He's definitely acting.
There's no
it's
way.
like Niccolo Avocado or whatever his name is. Chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Like it's got to be like it had. That has
There's
to
no
be
way.
acting.
You can't be that dumb.
Well, like if you look at like Filthy Frank, like you definitely knew that was acting.
Well, yeah.
Before,
he even
he's
talks
like,
about how
he
it's
said it like
acting.
actually like just drove him insane and he couldn't do it.
He was giving him like seizures making those videos.
Oh yeah, like,
he was having some like big mental health stuff.
yeah, but then I mean I think he could have done without being a bad internet rapper though.
He doesn't rap. He just sings.
Well, he's still a bad internet singer or artist.
No, I like Joji's music. It's pretty good. I was actually listening to one of his songs on the way up here.
I think he needs to go back to politics with a Z.
Politics with a Z.
I'm a spiritual lyrical miracle individual.
There do be some bad rappers out there.
Dude.
Playboy Cardi, disappointing, man. Come on. What are you
A
doing?
whole lot, dude. I know there's a whole lot of Red Deluxe album. You better not disappoint.
Yeah,
I give Mario Judah props for calling him out.
That was pretty funny.
Mario Judah was the guy we wanted, but the guy we actually
Mario
needed.
Judah's kind of a genius, though. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, dude, that was like genius.
I thought he was just
marketing.
gonna be like a rip off Juice World, and then with that
was
was it Die
genius.
Very Rough? I thought
Yeah.
that was like rip off Juice World here. Emo Juice World.
Emo
and then-
Juice WRLD. Well, Juice WRLD's already a little bit emo.
Yeah. But,
Dude, be kind of sad. Well, not anymore.
yeah, I know Bad Boy came out with him and Young Thug. I haven't listened to it yet.
Really?
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
it's good though. Maybe it was. I don't even know if it was a music video or something.
Yeah, my prediction. Once a whole lot of Red Deluxe comes out, I think people are gonna like magically gonna like it now.
Well,
that's my prediction.
Well, like, see, I got hyped back before he started doing the like baby voice and stuff. Like,
did he have music before Die Lit? Because that's where the
Oh,
baby
yeah.
voice came from. Did he? I never listened to any of it.
he woke up like this with him and Lil Uzi. I forget what album that was.
Okay.
That like dude actually was like pretty solid. Like I like the baby voice.
People just get
I-
hype off it.
Yeah,
People
I mean,
just, like, it's
Die
fun.
Lit was really just a hype album.
just-
bro.
it was
I
just
remember
hype all the way
it came
through.
out with Activated with T Grizzly.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that was like the best weekend ever. Like I was just vibing playing video games and listening to freaking Die Lit and T Grizzly.
Yeah, I never got super into Playboy Cardi. It was really when Die Lit came out because I was like,
Oh, it was
that
just
was in high
Playboy
school.
Cardi. That's the album. It was just Playboy Cardi.
Was it just Playboy Cardi?
Yeah, like got like Magnolia. Woke up like this, dude. Like, well, that's how he got famous with Magnolia. When like, yo, Pierre, you want to come out here? I hope they put Pissy Pamper and Kid Cudi on the deluxe. That'd be nice.
That
That'd be
would be
very,
nice.
very based.
Very based.
But Mario Judah needs to come out with his album.
True. One of my favorite rappers is Denzel Curry.
I haven't really listened to much Denzel, but I've heard
I like his stuff.
I've always been into I was kind of like always into old school rap.
Fair. Yeah, that makes sense. You do be kind of into the old
I like Biggie Smalls.
Biggie.
I was like,
Hence the intro.
yeah, Biggie and Tupac, they had some good stuff.
They do have good stuff. You can't
But like
forget
even
about the
like
classics.
after like Bad Boy, like after Biggie died, like they had Mace, Puff Daddy. Craig Mack was actually really underrated when he Flavor in Year. That's so good.
That is a good song.
Then the remix with Biggie and LL Cool J, Busta.
Busta Rhymes is just classic.
There's another one in there I forget, but yeah, like even like Diddy actually, the dude had some really pretty good albums. Him and Mace, they were like basically next to untouchable back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, well, like Eminem was always pretty good. Like we always listen to him during like wrestling and stuff.
Yeah. I like a lot of his old. I mean, we're two white guys, of course. We like Eminem. Like, what can you expect?
Yeah.
We were two white guys that went through our teenage years. We liked Eminem at one point in our lives.
I like. Well, then like I remember like wrestling and stuff. We always listened to like we always were into like Lil Yachty when he first started out. Like Lil Yachty's not as good anymore.
Lil Yachty.
I think
Lil
Boat.
Lil Boat.
The recent one that just came out, the new Little Boat, actually was kind of like the old Lil Yachty, which was not bad at all.
Yeah.
Well, then like Lil Uzi Vert as well was good with his albums, but
yeah, Uzi's been pretty good.
Yeah, well, like Migos was like unstoppable, so we always listened to freaking Quavo and
Really? Yeah. Offset.
Oh, dude, I was always a big YG bumper though too.
Really?
YG, dude, get you like hyped up.
Yeah.
Like Drizzy, like Drake.
Yeah, I always like it sounds pretentious. I always like try to listen to like not as popular kind of rappers.
Yeah.
But there's some good like mainstream stuff. Like
I try to like
Kendrick
make it
Lamar.
like a mix.
I love
like,
Kendrick Lamar.
Like
That dude's
usually
good.
it's always you always find a rapper that goes like you're like, oh dude, they're underrated, and then all of a sudden they get
They're
they get really popular, and then they start making
And like trash.
I remember when DaBaby came out with Baby on Baby, and like no one was listening to it. And then like, you know, when Suge came out and like Babysitter and like Best Friend, or I think it was Best Friend or something like that. That whole album was actually a banger.
Yeah.
When it came out, and then everyone started playing it over and over and over and over again.
You ever listen to this guy called Jid or JID?
Yes, dude. He's actually really good.
That's like one of my favorite rappers.
He was a football player. He played at
yeah, he played at Hampton.
I think it was Hampton. Yeah.
He got kicked out for smoking weed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude was a baller.
Dude,
it's like
he was
crazy to see
good.
how many like NLE Choppa was like a really good basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Cole's a pretty good basketball player.
Who?
Cole. J. Cole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like Blueface was like a
Blueface baby.
Blueface actually was Blueface was actually a pretty solid QB though.
Blueface is a horrible rapper though.
Yeah.
The memes aside,
I always
so
listen
bad.
to him for like memes.
That's the only reason I ever like got into it. It's just like it's just the meme. But yeah, Jid is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I love his music.
And then
Hopefully he comes out with a new album because the Never Story, insane. DiCaprio 2 is dope, and he hasn't. I don't think he's come out with anything since then.
Yeah.
But I love his music. Denzel Curry. I love JPEG Mafia. Kendrick Lamar. You can't go wrong with Kendrick.
No.
That dude just puts out just really good music.
Well, like I always used to listen to 50 Cent too. I like 50.
Oh, let's go High All the Time, dude. I get hyped to High All the Time by 50 Cent.
And dude, 50's run with the Massacre and Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
That was like one of the most epic runs of all. I kind of like A$AP Rocky too.
A$AP Rocky's got some good stuff.
Try to look at like all. I got my playlist that I made. I got my playlist that I made when I used to like wrestle, and I just added on to it ever since. Ski Mask always had some bumps to it, like Catch Me Outside and.
I always want to listen to some Ski Mask, but I haven't really got into him. Danny Brown's a really good rapper. I like Danny Brown a lot. He's got really cool stuff. And then Flatbush Zombies. They're kind of like Migos in a way, but I don't know. They got their own style. They're cool. They like their drugs. That's for sure.
I got into like old like R&B music too. Like
really,
I got hyped when Bryson Tiller came out again. That was Bryson and Breezy though. Like you can say all you want about how bad Breezy is though. I'm kind of a Breezy stan.
Are you?
Chris Brown. I woke up Chris Brown.
Oh no.
I definitely don't like really like I'm all this past little was really dark. We won't get into that, but like, to be honest, like his music's actually pretty good. Dude can actually like the fact that he can like do a lot of like what Michael Jackson did. His raps aren't that bad sometimes. Like I mean, sometimes they're like
Yeah.
It's not as good. It's not like it's great anymore, but like some of them are just catchy. Yeah. A lot of that's what it is. It's like, oh shit, I'm gonna bump into this.
You know who's popular that like everyone like really loves, but the music that is popular for them, I just cannot stand. But I like their other stuff. It's Brockhampton.
Really?
Everyone like loves Brockhampton because they always make all like their really sad, sappy songs.
No, see, I never really listen to Brockhampton though.
And I hate their sappy stuff, but they have like actually like really fun songs.
Yeah, I don't get how
I like it to those.
I don't get how people listen to like sad, sappy songs like that.
all the time.
Like all those indie like sad. I'm like, bro, just
I get it.
Bumps of Waka Flocka, bro. Like
Flocka.
Okay, actually, for all you listening though, I actually did. Speaking of Waka Flocka, I came up with an idea. I told Andrew knows about this too. So next election, we're gonna get Corey Baxter.
Corey in the house.
Corey Baxter. We're gonna make sure he gets the one of the nominations, so he can run, so he can get back in the House. I think the actual actors will be like in 2024 will be like literally 1 year younger. Like if he was like a year older, he'd be able to run in 2024.
No, there's no
Yeah,
way.
he's like 29.
How old is
he's
he?
29 like right now, and so he'd be like
Should he be like 32?
Well, maybe.
Or am I dumb? What is?
Well, no, maybe I'm thinking a different.
Where's the poli-sci majors? We need.
He's literally like so close to being what I think he's gotta be like 35 to be president.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Oh, let me look this up.
Yeah.
How old do you have to be president?
But if it's 2024 or 2028, we're getting Corey in the House, and then after Corey's 8 years in office, we're gonna get Waka Flocka, so we can change the national anthem to "Hard in the Paint." But
I'm Jamie right now.
Yeah, but dude, I still don't understand like how people don't listen to like sappy music and like all this like indie like they put the worst like they put those TikTok songs in the DBRC, and it drives me freaking insane.
The music they put in gyms is horrible.
Like there's whoever plays the rock music, the actual rock music and like grunge stuff in the DBRC, whoever works there, shout out to you, because whoever plays that stupid TikTok music they gotta get fired, bro. That or tell them to like switch the music up, because it's bad. Like I don't, unless like I'm not working out with Garrett or like because Garrett and I usually work out together. So like unless like I'm doing it by myself, I'll usually just put I just get my jaw pods and put them in. But
I never.
Usually I run into like a bunch of people there, and like run into Brother Cross and stuff like that. So like I usually don't wear headphones just to be social sometimes, within reason.
Yeah, listening to music is much better.
Like how in the world are you supposed to max out your bench press while listening to freaking that one song? It's like, before you go, make me worthless, or like bro, like how am I supposed to like max out, dude? I can't.
I rarely hear good songs in the gym.
Like, bro, dude, this ain't TikTok, bro. This ain't the Steelers locker room with Juju and Claypool doing TikToks.
Juju ain't working out here, man.
Juju ain't. Boo Boo Schuster got under 500 yards.
All right, I think we've been going for a while.
We haven't gone.
I have an answer. You have to be 35. So
I knew it.
On that note, we're gonna get Corey in the House in 2024.
Yep.
And then Waka Flocka, and Hard in the Paint will be the new national anthem.
And world peace will be found.
Yes. And on that note, see you everybody. If we do another one of these, hopefully we do.
Probably next Sunday.
Yeah, probably next Sunday if we don't get COVID.
Probably have Brother, Lord willing, we'll have Brother Sean on here.
Brother Sean, is that who we're thinking?
I think so.
Okay.
That's a good one to have.
Yeah. So, well, hope everyone has a good week.
Yeah. Stay on top of your grades.
Yeah,
read your books.
Yeah, read your books. Don't get Rona, please. I want to stay on campus. Okay.
Yes.
On that, let's head out.
Yes, sir.
See you guys.